Who's this? Hey, it's Kevin. I might not recognize me.
Saucy.
We just found this random Asian in our room.
Yeah.
You don't know.
What happened?
His room service.
Well, we wanted to say hey
Yeah.
and tell you how much we love you and we miss you.
I love you a lot.
And we wanted to tell you some funny times that we've had with you.
Well, where are we right now?
We are in Chattanooga,
Mountain
Mountain Creek Apartments. Probably don't know where that is.
Nope.
But
Chick-fil-A's here.
Chick-fil-A's here. They have a Chili's too. You could go get a bacon cheeseburger and then have diarrhea in the bathroom. And then,
Disney World.
yeah, this is bad. We should redo this.
Is it?
We need to
I
rethink
think
it.
it's
Kinda
kind
weird. Look at the
I
script.
think it was good.
Script?
Script
I only have like 5 things I wanted to say. First one was the Disney World bathroom. And the second was, remember the time that we rubbed chocolate chip pancakes all over Drew's windshield? And then there was chocolate smeared all over the windshield and he was really mad.
I thought you were going to say all over each other.
I did too. I was kind of
No.
freaked out. I was kind of freaked out.
That's
Yeah.
And then the time that we threw snowballs at him when he was on a date. And the time that we went to Krispy Kreme every time they were hot, which is every time.
Ready.
And the time that the Make-A-Wish people told you that you were going to get a wish and then they told you you were too old.
What? I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. And then
What's wrong?
the time that we
It's
threw
too
pumpkins off a bridge. And the time that Kevin thought we lived together last year.
Me?
You said you thought we lived together last year.
Yeah, and you guys are like roommates.
No, we're not.
Bedmates.
We're not
Oh
roommates.
gosh.
I was weirded out.
And then also the time that we made Ryan a cake that was in the shape of Ariel. And he really liked
I
it.
thought you were gonna say
The princess?
poop.
And that's all I could come up with.
Kevin and I just want to say hello.
We're just here. We're
just support.
Stragglers.
Yeah, stragglers. But this is movie number 2. This
Yes.
is.
And when we were writing our song, we were thinking of you and the Aladdin song.
It was so good.
And we tried to make some references, but
For the
they
rules
weren't
song.
feeling it.
It's not really making sense.
I can show you the rules.
You like Kevin's dirty mustache?
Mm-hmm.
The sides are curling around.
We can get a closer look. Where's the camera? Right there. Yeah, that's the key part right there. I can gel it and I can move it around.
Okay.
I can touch Alex's.
That's gross. Stop getting away from me.
Alex loves combing it.
Remember that time we hated each other because Kevin was a brat? That was
Yeah.
exciting.
Insane.
And Scott had my back. He had my back.
No,
I
you
remember
ratted
that.
him out and told me who he was.
Oh, you're like, yeah, he's cool. He's
I'm
a
sitting
cool
with
guy.
that.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. Scott, you did. You know.
Okay.
3.5 minutes is enough.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. We love you.
Bye.
We miss you.
My first memory with you was definitely at fall retreat our freshman year, singing Disney songs around the campfire. And for some reason, we were both stupid and never talked to each other again for the next 2 years, which was a big waste of time in my mind because you're amazing. And ever since the beginning of last year when we microwaved a spider together, it's been true love ever since. And I can't even think of all the things we've done together because there's been so many, but it's been an amazing year and probably my favorite year in college so far, and I know that you were a huge part of that. You really helped to bring everyone in Crusade at Knoxville together, and that's a lot to say. Like, not anyone could do that, and you could. When you came into town second semester, everyone would unite, and it would be like the best week everyone had in the entire semester, and it was just because you were there every time. And I love that, and I love your spirit and your fun and how no matter what, when people are with you, they're having fun and they're loving their life. No matter what you're going through at the time or if you're in pain or anything, it doesn't matter. And I mean, that's such a testimony in itself. I think that having you in my life has definitely changed me for the better. and made me realize how much I have and how much I have to be thankful for, and made me stop complaining about all the silly stuff. And I love that, and I love that about you. And so I'm praying for you, and I love you, and stay faithful, because you know God's got it. Love you.
Hey Scott, I remember when I met you at the pool last fall, and I remember this really well because you had a Toy Story towel, and that is how I knew that we were going to be friends. We haven't ever lived in the same city at the same time, but in the past year we've had some pretty fun times, like cheering on the Vols at South Carolina even though they lost, setting what has to be the world record of the number of Disney movies watched in 1 week, going to the 96th story of an insanely tall building in Chicago, and trying everything from songwriting to buying live food to try to save my fish Sully's life. Rest in peace, Sully. Of all those memories, my favorite has to be from this past March. It was the celebration party that we threw the night you found out you were cancer-free. And of course, by party, I mean the most epic Facebook chat ever. It's kind of funny that my top memory is this online chat, but it's something I will never forget. Joy just radiated that conversation, and I'm so glad I got to give thanks to God and recognizing His glory in that moment in your life, and just celebrate with you. I've never laughed so much in my entire life, and I really don't even think that a trip to Disney World could top that. But just in case it could, we should probably go to find out. I'm so thankful for your friendship, Scott, and I'm inspired by your faith and your strength and the peace and joy of Christ that just shine through you. You've been an encouragement to me through a pretty tough year in my life. You've always been there to remind me that God's plan is way better than my own. You've helped me see past roadblocks, and constantly reminded me that I can go the distance because God is going to carry me there. Thank you so much for everything. I'm looking forward to all the fun the future holds for me and my fellow Disney's friend. And yeah, I can't wait to see you again. You're the best, Scott.
Oh, hey Scott! Hey Scott! So I have a cow head. I just came from good old Chick-fil-A. There we go. Forward.
Chick-fil-A with an A at the end.
Bella didn't know it existed, but you know, maybe.
Oh, yeah, he's Southern, so he Tennessee. He knows.
He loves it. Okay, so I'm getting really overheated. So we wanted to say hello and just take you through some of the great memories we've all had together.
Basically all the shore for me, my part, but Ellie's had a lot more.
So at the shore, we wanted to thank you for that dinner you made us.
That elaborate, tasty, I think it was pasta, wasn't it?
Pasta, or was it chicken?
Maybe chicken. I think we only contributed the strawberries. But you guys really shut us up.
Yeah, and then every morning we'd wake up to some good old sticky rolls. A new box every day.
Yum.
In case.
Ate them all. Right away.
And then, every day would be spent playing good old
mini golf.
Yeah, of course.
I'm finishing it. And then us redheads get burned.
You know how it goes.
Okay, just me. I got burned. But
and then, we're going to take you back to a very old memory, but remember this girl named Margot?
Margox was the spelling of it. Margaux.
Anyways, I had to remember,
cousin, right?
She's not related to me at all. I remember sitting in the van, and she was talking to her mom about what we did, and mini golfing, and then she just said very explicitly, "Spot hit me with a golf club," over and over and over again. And just thank goodness that she could not say your name, Scott, or else you would have been in big trouble.
I think that was the highlight of the trip, I'd say. Spot hit me! And we're just cracking up.
Yeah.
I recall you and JP made a video on that trip, was it?
Yeah.
One of your many videos that you guys used to make, or still make.
Yeah, was that the same one with Lion King?
I think it was Lion King or Aladdin. Or
Aladdin, because I remember vaguely, but very actually.
Yeah, like, oh no, it was totally Aladdin, because they were dancing on the sofa and stuff. Like jumping, pretending they could fly.
You thought we were asleep. We weren't. Anyways, we love you, and we can't wait for you to get better, and we will see you soon, and you're great.
Bye!
Bye.
Hey, Scott. Wow, I have so many great memories with you, but I guess I'll just start in the beginning. I remember my senior year of high school, me and Big Steve would come over to your house every day after school, and we'd sit in your basement or your living room, and you would make up songs on the guitar. And yeah, I just really got to spend some good time with you then. So just good times. And another time that sticks out was when me, you, and Sean were driving to Minocqua, and you and I were listening to Mitch Hedberg on the way up. My lucky number is 4 billion. That doesn't come in handy real often when you're gambling. Come on, 4 billion. Shoot. 7, not even close. I need some more dice. 4 billion divided by 6, at least. And the worst thing is when I am quoting Mitch and you're not there and nobody knows what I'm talking about. And yeah, good times. And then we got to Minocqua, and me, you, and Sean were playing nerds. And then when we went to go count our nerds in the middle, we realized that we were using 3 red decks. So instead of sorting them out, you just took up all the cards and threw them on the floor in your duck sweater. Oh, good times. So, yeah. And Scott, John 16:33 just really reminds me of you when Jesus says, in this life you will have tribulation, but take heart because I have overcome the world. And you remind me that Christ has already won the ultimate victory, and that we can just have peace in our troubles and in our hard times. And you're just such an encouragement to me, Scott, and I love you.
Hi, Scott. This location's like way better, so I switched. What's up, bud? How you doing? I heard you're home and stuff, so that's pretty awesome. You're probably sitting on the couch watching Aladdin. What more could a growing boy want? But yeah, dude, sorry I can't be there right now. Pretty lame. I'm in California right now, but only till Saturday. So I'll be coming back, and we'll be hanging out and eating Johnny's and probably watching Aladdin again, which is awesome because I love Aladdin. I'm glad JP's putting all this stuff together because that's really awesome, and it'll be really cool when it's all said and done and you have it in front of your face. Look out! Punch! Whew. Gotcha. I'm going to throw out this story, the catchphrase incident of 2009, whenever it was, when we were in Maryland, me, you, and Andrew, and Linda, and it's kind of the friends versus the family of catchphrase, and then Mr. Linder, not quite sure what he was going for, but he had the, this is his catchphrase, and he was, Jimmy Carter's cousin, come on, yes, and then if like someone did get it, he'd just throw it at him, and then cross his arms, like, Dennis, what are you doing? You can't just throw, the catchphrase, game at people, and he's like, that's how it's played, sorry, guys. But I think what takes the cake out of that game is, Mr. Matt Linder himself, when he's trying to guess, I think his mom was doing something, one of the words, and it was like, it's an animal, it's a sea creature, and then I was like, whale, dolphin, and then she finally, said it was porpoise. Matt just freaked out. He's like, porpoise! Porpoise! It's a porpoise! What's a porpoise? He's just freaking out. But I thought that was probably one of the top 3 funniest moments of my life, and I'm glad that you were there for it, and I think we can all share that as one of the funniest things of all time, really. But I love you, buddy, and I will see you very, very soon. Again, I'm back Saturday, so we'll definitely be hanging out, my man. All right, peace. Wall-E.
Come down again. Oh. Hi, Scott. Hi. You gotta go first? We both have stories to share, but
okay, so you probably don't remember this, but the first time I met you guys, you picked me up from school for some reason. You were all in the van, and for some reason you guys thought my name was Amy. And you called me that for like the next 3 times I've hung out with you guys. It was really strange. But, over time you got to know my name, and eventually you made up a song about my name, which was fabulous. And during Ready, Set, Go, the one summer that I helped out with Ready, Set, Go, you made up the song, the Banana and Mosh, that song, and so I'm just glad that you know my name now, and it's fun enough to sing about. So hope that brings a smile to your face, because it brings a smile to mine.
I was actually thinking about this story a few days ago when me, you, and Steve went to Olive Garden, and it involves another song. I don't know if you remember, but the Breadsticks song. You started singing, I think it was to Aladdin, but I'm not positive. But I'm almost positive it was definitely a Disney song, because we were listening to Disney songs the whole way there and back. But once we got there, none of us could really admit it until we got there that we were all sick. We all had a fever. We were all about to pass out from just being completely sick. And Steve got the Tour de Italy and couldn't finish it. And then we went back to your house and slept it off by watching more Disney movies. But we were all freezing. We got in your basement and we're like, blankets, because we were sweating from the fever, but also freezing. And we still had to get the breadsticks. That was my Scott story.
Okay. Well,
I hope, yeah.
Well, we hope you feel better.
Yes.
And
maybe we'll bring you some breadsticks.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.
On. Just want to tell you, thinking about you and praying for you, but just wanted to remind you of just all the fun times we had on staff. Taylor Swift dance parties in New Orleans, and then in the parking lot and the beach. Probably were some of the highlights from the summer. And then probably, how can you forget when Bethany said 2 bulging sacks during reading Harry Potter on the way to one of the camps, can't remember where. But praying for you. Can't wait to see you soon. Mean a lot. And I'll need to get up there soon. I'll let you know when I can get up there, and talk to you soon, I hope. That's about all I got. I'm not sure. Thanks. Love you. No homo.
Alright, Scott. Hey, it's JP. I decided I would want to record this on my phone walking around the house. So, like, as I'm talking, you're getting a tour of the house. Even though you've been here before, I just thought this would be way more fun. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab 3 items in this house at random and then explain to you, like, what I think about you through these items. So here we go. Complete random. I'm going into my friend's rooms. Alright, here's Mikey's room. What am I grabbing? What am I grabbing? What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing one of these. Okay, it's going in the pocket. Good. Okay, going to my friend Evan's room. Just breaking in. Bit of a smell in here. It's totally alright. Yep. I'm taking these. Gross. Okay. Moving out of here. House is a bit of a mess. We're all moving out. Alright, last one. Last bedroom. Here I am. I'm looking. Boom. I've grabbed it. Grabbed it. 3rd item. 3 items in hand. Running downstairs. Here we go. Alright. Sorry, there's a little thing on the screen. All right, Scott, here we go. Item number 1, Vaseline. Okay, you are like Vaseline to me. Let me put it up here. Because you're a guy that like I always want to grab onto you. You know, I always want to just like grip you, but you're always so slippery. You know, you're like a snake who like slides out of things. And I like that about you. Because when you think you know Scott, you don't. You know, there's always something clever he does that you can't quite pin him down on. That's what I love. So that's how you're like Vaseline. Also, you're good like for getting people out of tight situations. You know, if someone's stuck, you're someone who can help them get out of that. That's what I like about you. Number 2, it's a case, like an iPod case. It's a covering. Protection. This is something you use to protect. We put expensive things inside of this, so this is trustworthy. I mean, if there's a better way to describe Scott, I don't think there is. So that's number 2. An iPod case is trustworthy. You put things of value in this. I value you. I value who you are, what you mean to me. Okay, and the last item I grabbed out of Evan's room is nail clippers. These are golden nail clippers. Tough one. It's a tough one. A lot of people would immediately say, you know, you're tough and you're sturdy, and that's not what I'm going to say. Because that's too easy. That's an easy way out. These are, they're simple, you know? You hear where I'm going. They're simplistic. They know what they do. And they've got one job, okay? They're not, you know, they're not fake. They don't pretend, you know, that they know things that they don't know. They do what they do. They do exactly that, the job. And they get it done, okay? They're here to help people, okay? They love clipping nails in this case because they're nail clippers, and that's you. You're a man who loves, if there's a nail, if someone's got something bothering them, you take care of that kind of stuff, Scott. That's what you do. Alright, man, I love you. I hope this video is cool. I hope it reminds you of fun times you've had with friends all over the world. See you later. Bye.
Scott. Okay, so we're supposed to talk about you and things that we love about you and favorite memories, and I guess I just have a bunch, but first things first, remember the time when you and Sean, you couldn't remember who I was, but all you remembered was that I had a nose piercing because it's my most defining feature. You know, I guess I'll always think of you when I see my nose ring, and when I meet new people and they always comment on my nose ring, I always just think of you. And I guess, I just feel like I have so many good memories with you. I know that we weren't, you know, friends before last year, which is so sad, but just visiting you at Tennessee and hanging out and going to the game and going to Olive Garden with crazy psycho lady and playing Taboo with Tommy and Adam and just all the great late night talks around your fire and getting Johnny's, and you and me and Tommy sitting in your basement watching the Happy Song, and because Tommy was depressed, and just going to Margie's, you know, that great place that I love that you introduced me to, and blasting Taylor Swift in the car, and also lots of Disney songs, and going to see Toy Story 3 at midnight, you know, world's greatest film ever, and so many more things I could name, but I know I haven't seen you that much this summer, and I blame my job, but also I'm just so sorry I haven't seen you more, and but know that you have been such a good friend to me, and even while I was in Africa, every time you were online, and I could always count on you for a good chat, and I'm just so blessed to have you as a friend, and so I hope you know that I'm just so glad that you're in my life, and so yeah, go Vols!
Hey Scott, so just want to reminisce on a few memories from back in the day, especially from some of my family reunions. Just, you know, really had to dig in deep, if you know what I mean. But for reals, one of my favorite memories is when we were in Texas for my first year ever, and not only did you say that I was a sassy Kirk, but you also made me this beautiful drawing that I have saved that I love in exchange for a bracelet, which I have to remake you. And my second is Turby Twist tonight. I mean, there's really no explanation necessary there. So, love you, miss you, get better.
Hi, Scott. Let's see. Favorite memory would have to be when last year when we were on the bus to Jekyll and Katie Stewart and I sat behind you and Sean, and I remember we were really nervous because it was our first time going, and you guys were great and just made us feel really comfortable, and it was awesome. Yeah, and Chick-fil-A. I mean, can't beat it. Maggie Top.
Okay. Well, we hope you feel better.
Love
Come
you.
home soon. We're praying for you.
Yes.
So, goodbye.
Hey Scott, just been thinking about you a lot lately, and you know, the thing that always comes up to my mind when I think about you is all the great times we've had at Chick-fil-A. I mean, you basically showed me how great a restaurant it is. I mean, you know, and I know that it is the best restaurant there is, hands down, no comparison. Anyway, the one time that I just could not have had any more fun at Chick-fil-A with you and Big Steve and Jenny and Tom was when we were driving down the road, and I mean, it's just covered in ice. Everything, it's just, cars are flying off the road left and right, and we're just plowing through, you know, we're going to get to Chick-fil-A, there's nothing's going to stop us. And we were just flying, you know, T-Swift the whole way, made it there, no problem. Anyway, we get there, we're eating our food, and your blood blister, which had popped earlier that day, sort of begins to come out, and it eventually falls out of your mouth and is sitting on the table and is just the grossest thing I think any of us had ever seen. And we're all just like, what is going on? And it looked like a mouse liver, I think is what we ended up calling it. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, Big Steve was sitting there. I thought he was going to pass out. I mean, he just looked terrified. Jenny looked like she might throw up, and it was just such a great time. Anyway, we made it out of there. We're driving home, Rocky Top all the way. It was great, and you know, just one of the great times at Chick-fil-A that we've had. And you know, I've just been thinking and praying about you, man. We love you. You're the best friend any of us could ever ask for, and you're an inspiration to all of us, and we thank you for that. Love you, Scott.